patient deceased. Cause of death, human error.
不禁想念，仿佛近在眼前。就在那个刹那之间，感觉你的身影就在我身边。看看你恋的眼神，听听，好像在对我说嗨。
Good morning, 47. The board has sanctioned Eric Soders for termination. After Colorado, we did some digging into Soders' private affairs and discovered that he has been fast-tracked for critical heart surgery at the hyper-exclusive GAMA private hospital in Hokkaido, Japan. Such a display of power has Providence written all over it. Soders, who suffers from a rare condition known as situs inversus, where his internal organs are reversed, desperately needs a right-sided heart transplant and has clearly betrayed the ICA to get it. He was admitted last night and is currently being prepped for a 3-day surgery. We have booked you into GAMA under the usual guise of Tobias Reaper, corporate shark, here for a standard medical checkup. As such, you will need to play it by ear and procure whatever tools you need to complete the mission. You also need to eliminate Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Soders has already given Yamazaki access to our client records and has agreed to provide a full list of active ICA operatives post-operation. This transaction cannot be allowed to happen. Soders must pay for his treachery, and his insidious employers must be taught a lesson. ICA's sovereignty is at stake. Powerful as Providence may be, we need to draw a line in the sand. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Hokkaido, 47. The GAMA private hospital provides cutting-edge medical treatment for the global elite outside the law, if required. The facility is partially run by an artificial intelligence system known as Kai. The AI oversees patient admission to various areas in the hospital and even participates in some medical procedures. You will find Eric Soders in the operating theater, undergoing a pre-surgery regenerative stem cell treatment, a highly controversial procedure, yet to be approved by Japanese authorities. Yuki Yamazaki has already arrived. You'll find her in her suite or roaming the restaurant and spa areas of the hospital. Soders is scheduled to be put under soon. Let us make sure he stays that way. Good luck, 47.
Hello, Mr. Reaper. As part of the service here at GAMA, your personal robe has been outfitted with a radio frequency identification chip. The device will unlock and allow access to your personal suite.
Welcome to Hokkaido, Japan, and we are in the season finale of Hitman Season 1. And what a finale it will be. For as you may have wondered, what on earth could be the final say, the final mission of a game like this? And, well, you will not be disappointed. Hokkaido, Japan, GAMA, Situs and Versus, our mission. It is a fitting end to Season 1, and the atmosphere of this map is phenomenal. It is beyond words. The art direction is something I've never seen in any game in my life. Hands down. My 28 years of being on this earth, I have never seen something like this in a game. It is incredible. And fit with a rubber ducky and our amazing private VIP room. We are Agent 47. But what we are to GAMA is Tobias Reaper once again. Corporate Shark, just for a medical checkup. Even have our own bidet. Fantastic.
No keycards are needed at GAMA. Please enjoy your stay.
Indeed, there is an RFID chip within all the disguises for GAMA. And...
Get well soon, Mr. Reaper.
oh, thank you. I'm just here for a checkup, though. I'll be fine. And all disguises, this mission has a huge mechanic that's unlike any other mission. And that is, you can't simply just open doors and go to trespass zones. They are barred away, and you need to have the certain clearance that is on the disguise itself to get in. Very interesting. So let's take a little spin to Sakura Sushi here. As you can see, we are a VIP guest. We are walking on water at this point, according to the employees here. So that's nice.
Good evening. I hope everything is to your liking. Let me know if you need anything.
This is the
Thank you,
finest
sir.
hospital I've ever been to. Though I've only really used it as a spa today, but the high tech here is just, it's phenomenal. There's just nothing like it.
Yes, right. Well, I don't really know, but, well, you seem to.
And it's interesting because now, as we enter the public area, there's so much commotion, so much camaraderie going on. It is just a wonderful experience. And to say that there may be some sort of
Thank you, I will.
sinister work at foot here, well, it wouldn't be too far from the truth. But before we do that, I don't see any reason why not to just admire the atmosphere that we have in this mission. Just look at this beautiful environment. This restaurant high atop a Hokkaido snow mountain. Private GAMA hospital. Absolutely incredible. The details are just outstanding, man. Outstanding.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay tonight. It's actually 8 in the morning, I think. Or wait, I thought it was 8 in the morning. Maybe it's the evening. Who knows? I never understand that really. I always thought the briefing time would be what time it is. Anyway. Yes, Fugu.
Is Yuki Yamazaki, former lawyer to the Yakuza and current operative for Providence.
Excuse me. Could I ask you for some fugu roll?
1,000 apologies, miss, but hospital administration has put a ban on pufferfish. There was an incident only last week. A kitchen apprentice.
Ah, yes. Yuki Yamazaki, wishing to have a little taste of fugu fish. And unfortunately, due to a fatal accident, they have temporarily put a stop to fugu orders. And with good reason, because it can be very fatal. We don't want a VIP target such as a Yakuza lawyer, a lawyer for Providence, and a lawyer for Eric Soders, the traitor, somewhere in that operating table over there, to die. Now, would we? No. And just look at this place. Look at the white underlining is a major theme of this map, and it is positively incredible. I can't help but just be fazed by the wonderment of this map, the art direction. I can't handle it, man. I can't handle it. Even the traditional Japanese elements are here, even though we're in a very modern facility, such as this water fill mechanism. I don't know the name, but I love that effect. I love that sound.
Mr. Jason Portman, Please come to the hospital entrance. A doctor will escort you to your checkup.
Ah,
That was for Mr. Jason Portman.
can we go to the
A
hospital?
doctor will
Hey, we
escort
don't
you
want
to
no
your
sick people
appointment.
here, okay? Just please leave.
Please proceed to the hospital entrance.
God, is that PA system loud. Okay, no sick people into the hospital. That certainly makes sense. Little humor on IO's side, I suppose. And the music played here, it is interesting. It's a mix of Colorado's themes, but has these insertions of Japanese culture and vibes to it. And you'll hear that throughout, these little tones of Japanese sounds and such. And it's just absolutely beautiful. It really is.
So, you're doing yoga after this?
I wish. I had 2 lessons booked, but I just got informed that I have been bumped back in the queue.
Oh, and that's gotta be an error, right? Did you talk to the instructor?
Well, that's the thing. I haven't actually seen him all day. And then I asked one of the staff members.
Interesting. So the yoga instructor is missing.
All appointments are booked by
Something to keep in mind. And here we are in the spa. This place of pure, tranquil serenity, with the warm, hot spring waters to relax your soul in, and the spa to revitalize your spirit. And a view of just phantasmal proportions. We see the sleeping volcano over yonder there, and the many beautiful sky lanterns drifting across the slightly dull blue pale sky, surrounded by forest, Japanese snowy forests, and nestled in this humongous mountainside. Incredible. But as we see here, a yoga schedule. It looks like Yuki Yamazaki, our target, is set to have a yoga instructor and a yoga meeting here at some point. So, that's certainly something that we can decide if we want to handle it that way. But as you can hear when you enter the music and you hear all of this beautiful ambient sounds, it's just incredible. And this detail is bar none. The detail. Look at the condensation dripping from this window / mirror because of the steam. It's just insane, man. It's incredible. It really is. And this soft, glowing white light for the main primary lighting, and the underlights, as I said before, are just numerous locations throughout the hospital. And I tell you what, I sure would love to visit a place like this, but I don't think I have the wallet for about 5 years of my life to afford something like this. I think you got to be a corporate shark, as they say, and that is certainly something I don't want to be in my life. But just really quick, just this detail again. Look at the folds of these mats like that. That's just, man, that's just, And the bonsai trees and the vegetation. Oh, man, I can't stand it. It's just too much. All right, we'll let that guy by himself. And a wonderful, relaxing sauna to boot, of course, right? Yeah. Bringing back memories to the geothermal bath and hotel in Codename 47, Traditions of the Trade. But the sauna is interesting, and it's actually one way you can dispatch of the Yakuza Lawyer, Yuki Yamazaki. And to do that, acquire a handyman disguise and enter the sauna spa maintenance room. Here, increase the sauna temperature to dangerous levels. This will force out the 2 gentlemen. Yuki will see the sauna empty and wish to take a quick sweat session.
A bit of privacy.
When she realizes it is unnaturally hot, block her escape a la Fritz Fuck style.
Hey, what are you? Open this door! Are you insane? Let me out, right? Now let me out!
And I would imagine that's a way that most people, when they first play this level, is how they're going to do it. It kind of really sets us up for that. And it is fun, and it's great to have an homage, of course. And speaking of the devil... Hello? Pardon me? Yes. Well, I think we had a pretty nice tour of... And there's those Japanese sounds that I mentioned, along with the Colorado theme. It's perfect. Just... I mean... And there's a mix of industrial, too. Like, you can see that, you know, this place is a facility. It is a building, so some things you can't hide, like those, these, air conditioning systems and such. So it's just, oh, man. Whoever made this art design should be a millionaire, man. It is just incredible. Now, I think it's time, though, to get into action. We've had a good experience of the civilian side of Hokkaido, and now it is time to start to set up the hits and figure out what we're going to be doing here. And don't you worry, though, Blattymeow, your guide, knows exactly what he's going to be doing. And I think for this final mission, for Season 1 finale, we're going to really just have some fun with this. And I am confident that you will not be disappointed. And as we see the hospital, the GAMA hospital proper, you can absolutely see within there and see all the activities. But a highly restrictive area combined with a very open area. Absolutely the perfect marriage of a Hitman map, as we have said before. Okay, let's get into action.
Yeah, the gig's alright. Food's decent. Most of the people here are just lazy rich people. It's not like Mogadishu, that's for sure.
Lazy rich people, they plague the earth, don't they? It seems like we'll never be rid of them. Okay, and now we are officially trespassing in Hokkaido. And even though, and this is incredible, even though we are in the staff quarters now, as you can see, not quite as luxurious for the staff quarters, and these are even higher up people, like morticians, or the morticians and the doctors. But the sleeping staff quarters is far more cramped. Yeah, not exactly the most fitting sleeping arrangements for a place like this. But as we go into the more staff section, the place is not quite as pretty, but it's still absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's get our first free disguise. You know how we like those, right? Absolutely. And nice to hear Jordan Cross's We Are All Stars play. And someone playing some sort of version of DDR, it would seem. There's just so much action and so much just soul and details scattered in this mission. Gotta go right under the security camera's noses here.
Serene in their simple existence. Takes the stress right out of me. You got any tricks like that?
Well, I do yoga.
And this is actually pointing at the pond up above in the main courtyard. Incredible. Just incredible lighting. Look at that, man. Look at that. The shader effect there.
The instructor here at GAMA managed to keep the customers happy.
Absolutely. And keeping security cameras happy by keeping under them. And would you look at this? Yoga instructor?
I need to get an enema stat. Who do I talk to?
Not me, sir. No. Alright, and now we find ourselves in the garage of Hokkaido here. A lot more industrial here, and actually a pretty cool place with this radio. I love the radio that happens, the music that played here. And in fact, if you see this poster here, Kane and Lynch Dead Man, another IO game, some of the music from that game plays in this garage, and one particular one you may be familiar with, but we'll see if you can catch that, if it plays while I'm here. But we kind of have to wait for this yoga instructor. And he's not having a very good time. He unfortunately has ripped his pants.
And no chit-chatting with the clients, you hear?
Yes, sir. Trying to do the Destroyer of the Universe, a bet from his brother. And looks like he didn't do that too well. But while we wait for him to limp back, another way to take on Yuki Yamazaki is to take advantage of her avid nicotine addiction. And a way to do that is... GAMA has a strict no-smoking policy, so cigarettes are a high commodity. Find a way into the Texan's room and steal his smuggled pack. Now, head to the empty restaurant booth, vault over to the guarded booth, and place the cigarette pack. While waiting for Yuki to arrive, find a screwdriver and puncture the oil drum that is just above the restaurant on the outside. Once Yuki discovers the gift of nicotine, she will be so ecstatic that she will immediately seek a place to inhale the burnt leaves and chemicals.
This is going to be good.
They do say cigarettes are harmful to your health. And that's a fun one. It's fun to do that, but, you know, we've seen someone burn alive before, I think, right? Yeah.
I need your help. Well, I tried that pose we talked about, Destroyer of the Universe. Well, it sort of backfired. I was feeling so good this morning.
Hey, man.
I just felt so centered.
Get to work.
Ah, my freaking callus!
Sorry about your callus, you little baby. Alright. Nothing like a little bump to disturb a phone call. I love how that music just constantly changes. Alright, man, limp yourself up, and I apologize in advance. You are not gonna like this.
Please don't!
Yeah. He's not having a good day. Not having a good day. And yes, this window is, you cannot see on the other side, clearly. Otherwise, there'd be a bit of a problem. Alright. And, we're gonna go ahead and enter our, yoga instructor outfit. Look at that. Perfect fit there, 47. Absolutely. Okay. And what we need to do now is look for Yuki Yamazaki and tell her the yoga instruction is ready to go. But there's too many people currently in the hot springs, so we're gonna have to do something about that. Ah, there's the music I'm talking about. Yes. I'm sure someone watching is familiar what that is, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get back into action here. Careful for a security camera. Time it right. Not exactly going to be very happy seeing a yoga instructor scaling the wall and infiltrating the hospital. No, I don't think so. Perfect. And again, these wonderful only one-way visible mirrors or windows. This is perfect. Okay, let's get these people out of here. And the first time I did this, I found I traced that water back, and I'm like, oh, it goes into this room here, and that's just really cool. You know, that's how you figure it out. All right, let's turn off the cold water. Which apparently, I guess it means the water got too hot. I thought it'd be too cold is what made them leave, but I guess too hot is also pretty bad, as you can see. And everybody starts to vamoose. Perfect as we stage the hit. That is exactly what we're doing, everybody. I'm sure you have realized that. Ah, perfect. No one likes too hot of water, it would seem. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And now we just have to locate Yamazaki. And we could tell her, hey, we're ready for you and let's do some yoga. Because we're late for your meeting and I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure 47 is the destroyer of the universe. So there's going to be no ripped pants on that side. That is for damn sure. So let's try to locate Yuki if we can. And I think this is a perfect example to demonstrate the power of instinct. Just to kind of give a hint of where she may be. And she's right around the corner. Perfect. Miss Yamazaki,
Miss Yamazaki.
Yeah, whatever,
I believe you
yoga
booked
boy.
time for a yoga lesson.
Yes. To be honest, I was beginning to wonder if you're ever going to show. Glad you're here.
If you will just follow me.
There's always something especially empowering to lead your target to her demise. Their demise, I should say. And sure enough, that is exactly what we're going to be doing here. If I couldn't be any more foreshadowing, I suppose. But what on earth did you expect otherwise? Ah, it's called the Onsen's Hot Spring. Beautiful. It has our own little store names, own little names, just like a resort would. Excellent. Right this way, Yamazaki, and you will find it is completely vacated just for you. And her absolute personal die-hard bodyguard is respectful and not staring while she does her training.
Miss Yamazaki.
Let's begin, everybody.
Very well.
I'll stay quiet.
Let's begin. Let us begin with upward facing dog when you're ready. Fluid movement. Very good. Now, transition into Lord of the Dance. Remember to breathe throughout. Warrior 2 pose. Core, strength. Stay there for a while. Changing sides. Be strong. And finally, tree pose. This one is tricky. Find a good spot for it.
Now, this is a view to die for.
Target down. Now it's time for Soders to retire.
Well, you did say it was a view to die for. I just granted your wish, Yamazaki. She's gonna need a little bit of time. Okay, now, the next target is the true target. The true main final villain, if you will, of Hitman Season 1. And that is the traitorous Eric Soders. The very person who did not want us to pass the final test all the way back in our main training missions. Well, he made a grave mistake trying to stop us, and a even more serious final mistake of compromising the ICA, especially for Providence. However, we need to enter the hospital proper in order to handle Eric Soders. And what we need to do is... Oh, recorded by security camera. Oh, you got me. You did. You caught the yoga instructor. Wow, that's a little sneaky little bastard right there. All right, no problemo. We will, we'll take care of that soon enough here. Let's make sure the coast is clear here. And, oh, would you look at that? It looks like one of the surgeons is coming out and talking to the helicopter pilot. Interesting. All right, let's repeat our steps here. But this time, we're free to go on right here. Yoga instructors are apparently allowed to go anywhere they want. Yeah. A little chilly here with my bare feet, I gotta admit. I mean, Agent 47 is not really complaining, but, you know. But perhaps we should take care of, Actually, before we do that, I think we need to set up some more,
What? Did I just have an OBE?
What time does your class begin?
Well, I'm not scheduled any longer. Yamazaki said she didn't really want any more to do with it, so... hey buddy, could you wake up, please?
Hey, I'm sorry, but I need you to leave.
Okay, alright, I'm sorry. I know you're doing something shady, helicopter pilot. I don't know what yet, but I know you're doing something shady, but it interests me. Yeah, it interests me greatly.
I better get another hit for the doc.
I see. So you're a bit of a pill pusher for the main head surgeon, are you? Well, Niles, the pilot, let me take advantage of that. Full force. Absolutely great. Would you look at this? Pill stash. We could poison it. Yeah, we could do that. But instead, I think we're going to just be a little more rough. Someone blinded by the addictive pull of pills, I would imagine, is not going to immediately realize that I am not indeed Niles. I'm also not Fraser, but that's okay. I am 47. Perfect timing. You ready for another hit already? Boy, you really need to keep your hand still, I guess, doing those surgeries for Mr. Soders, huh?
Sir? Nails, I need another bill. The effect is waning.
This way, Doctor. I'll show you where my stash is.
Hey, I get it. Not an errand boy. Lead the way.
Absolutely. Dr. Laurent, chief surgeon.
Stem cell is the future of medicine. It's what will truly make us gods. If only our politicians could get out of their knuckle-dragging habits, that is.
Interesting. I have no interest in politics right now,
Here we are.
Laurent.
Help yourself.
Thanks, Nails. You're a champion.
Easy does it, Doc.
I'm fine. I can take it. I just need a kick in the ass.
How about a kick in the cranium? Just take a snooze, man. Trust me, you don't want to be a part of. You don't want to be awake of what Agent 47 plans for Eric Soders. No, he does not. And as you can see, we are extremely infiltrating now. We are disguised as the head surgeon of GAMA Hospital. However, there's still one trick. To get back into the operating room, there is an enforcer pointing right straight at us. So we need to find an additional method, additional path to go. So So we need to sneak around the hospital here to not alert any more suspicion. We also need to take care of security cameras, so let us not forget that as well. But in any case, let us boy, that's a hard little section to whoa. All right. Not exactly what you expect the chief surgeon to be doing, but as you can see, we have bypassed the guards. So let's sneak into the hospital, huh? All right, just needed to wash my hands, and we enter a very sterile hospital. The atmosphere immediately changes. Gone is the wonderful Japanese culture, and here we have this sterile, minimalistic,
take care, Doctor.
Absolute state-of-the-art facility. Something interesting about Dr. Lawrence's outfit is that he actually has like its like little magnifying type scope thing on his glasses. I never really noticed that. It's kind of cool. Okay, the coast is clear.
Smells of cybernetics. Doesn't sit right with a lot of people.
So the Ether R&D team put a chip in his brain, and it monitors and adjusts his neurochemical...
Before we head into the operating room proper, we do want to take care of these cameras before we forget. And additionally, we can explain a fun method to take care of Eric Soders. And once again, the atmosphere changes. These red underglows, kind of a bit of a menacing feel to it. We are in the morgue, with beautiful lighting and beautiful shadow work with the incinerator. And really, if you see, yeah, look at that, man. Crazy. What you will see here, inside of the mortuary coolers, there is indeed...
That is the right-sided donor heart destined for Soders. This is what he sold out the ICA for.
So he sold out the ICA so he could get a specific heart that would fit for his rare condition of situs inversus. And you can absolutely take advantage of this heart. And to do that, enter the medical staff quarters by means of the open window from the pipe adjacent to the restaurant. Here you will find a neural chip remote in one of the beds. Inside the morgue cooling area, use the neural chip remote to force positive influences into the curator's brain.
Why? This space, the colors, all the shapes. It's beautiful.
He will eventually want to enter the heart chamber and force the two guards out. Use this time to sneak in with him. Inside the chamber, knock out the subject and proceed to open the heart case. Finally, literally rip Soder's heart out. You won't be needing this. And to be quite honest, that's the first way I beat this mission. And it's a very, very creative way to do it. And it's actually fun to do, too. Whoa, unlock refrigerator number 2. Huh. I wonder who's in there.
Perhaps once Soda's body has given up.
And a little bit of a Kill Bill reference. Absolutely amazing. I.O. is incredible with their pop culture references. They're not cheesy, they're just awesome. And we have, deep in the morgue, a security system. Whoops. Oh, looks like one of the hard drives went bad. Oh, it was a raid, too. It was raid 0. What are you doing? Raid 0? When one goes down, that all goes down. Such a shame. Such a shame. Such a shame. Okay. Anyway, let's head up here. And as we head back to the floor 1 of the hospital here, we can enter the operating room finally. I just love how sterile and clean this place is. There's like constant reflective surfaces. It's so clean. You know what I mean? Like, that's the effect you get. Art direction is just nuts. It's insane.
That is Eric Soders, former training director at the ICA. Regrettable.
Yeah, regrettable indeed. And we even have doctor students examining and experts alike observing this operation, because it's revolutionary, this stem cell research, the stem cell operation. But as you can see, this blood tube feeding his body, that links right down to that heart. And indeed, Kai is working on him very precisely and does its absolute best, the artificial intelligence that is, to make sure he stays alive. And just to show you how much Kai makes sure he is alive, let's turn off the respirator and make him stop breathing. Look at this thing. Like, this is his lungs, basically. He is a one sick fellow. Is he dead now?
Warning. Life support terminated. Warning. No vital signs detected. Commencing resuscitation procedure. Charging defibrillator. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Clear.
It would appear that
Mr. Soders is coming back.
Evening, Doc.
anytime that Soders' readings start to well, you stop looking around? Jesus.
All good. Yeah. Perfect day.
Yeah, anytime Soders flatlines, he is resuscitated by Kai. So he's almost immortal, so to speak. And that's a bit frightening, to be honest. Almost like a god. But you know what? 47 thinks otherwise. And as you can see in the cameras here, he certainly is being worked on in due precision here. Before we do this final blow, let me share with one really unique way to take care of Soders, and it's done just through the gaze of 47. By infiltrating the operating room in your suit, you can confront Eric Soders face to face. The best way to get into the OR is from the morgue and through the side stairway that leads to the stem cell station. You may want to clear out a few of the surgeons to be safe. Once the coast is clear, face the front of the operating table and reveal yourself to Mr. Soders.
Hey, shitbag! That's enough! You idiot!
And there's reasons why I wouldn't want to do that. You basically have to wipe out the entire floor to not be seen after doing that, so that's not how we're going to do it. But yeah, it is time to perform the final hit of the season. Let us begin. I am sorry, Mr. Soders, but you have failed your final test.
Tell me, what did it feel like, taking lives?
And you are no longer fit for field duty.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
Patient unresponsive. Patient deceased. Cause of death. Human error.
We lost him. Ah, Dr. Laurent, I'm so sorry.
Paging. Hospital
It
Director
happens to us all
Nakamura.
eventually, and Well, it certainly doesn't make
Nakamura-san,
you any less of a surgeon.
please come to the operating theater. Start.
I'll clean this up. You should just take some time alone.
Thank you, assistant. I think I will do just that. For, you see, I failed as a surgeon. He's dead, and it's just a shame. Except that's the polar opposite of what we feel, isn't it? Eric Soders, the traitor of the ICA, the mole for Providence, is no more. He is finished, and now we can start to root out Providence proper. No longer will we be halted with meddlings of internal affairs from the likes of people like Eric Soders. However, there will always be more. I'm sure we can count on that. But for now, as it always has been and always will be, let us return to our suit. And this guy is still showering. Jesus, he's still taking a shower. Okay, we are almost home free. We just kind of have to make sure we're not, gotta make sure there's no guard coming around here, yeah. I hear him right now. All we gotta do is just make it back to the civilian courtyard and we're free to go. Okay, let's not hesitate. Let's not hesitate. Let's just go. Go quick, 47. Perfect. And yes, as it always will be, no matter how precious and how pristine a facility or workplace is, the workers will always find a reason to bitch, and that's, that makes sense. And again, even things like you're not allowed to smoke in here, so instead they
get well soon, sir.
Instead they use vape pens. And I want to say one final note here is that Hitman Season 1 was an episodic game. So they took the feedback and all the heat data and all that and everything they learned to polish themselves to finally create this map. This is the product of all of their polishing. And if this is any indication of what the quality of standard we can expect for Season 2, then I am right behind them for that. And now we make our final escape, our final dramatic exit as we head down this ramp. And as we do that, the music will kick up one final time for Season 1.
You look very authentically Japanese. Well done.
Thanks. And as the music kicks up, I will leave you with this. It's been a wonderful time. It's been an amazing adventure. I hope you enjoyed your stay with me, Blattymeow, as your host on Hitman Season 1 Let's Play. And with that, as it always has been, I will see you guys on the other side, because as long as Hitman continues, Blattymeow will return. Play us out.
Good evening.
Yamazaki apparently wanted to double down on her security while here at GAMA.
Kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, she does consultancy now. None of that Yakuza trial stuff anymore. Like, it should be a safer lifestyle.
But then again, some of the clients I've seen are pretty scary.
Scarier than Japanese mafia? Like MS-13?
Not that kind of scary. Think of Ryan, ultra-rich, say those lot have got
there we have it. Yuki Yamazaki failing the what I call the falling fish yoga move fatally, unfortunately. And Eric Soders' cause of death? Human error. Dr. Laurent just made a mistake. It's a shame. Maybe he shouldn't have been taking so many pills. That's all there is to it, right? Yeah. I feel like I already said my final farewells, so I'm not going to continue this much longer here, and instead, let me provide you the final cutscene for Season 1, and a very interesting one at that. Everyone, thanks for joining me. This has been Blattymeow. I'll see you guys next time.
Miss Burnwood.
That's not what my ticket says.
We received your message. Loud and clear, I might add. Honestly, you could have just sacked the poor guy.
I didn't catch your name.
No, you didn't. There'll be no retaliation, not for Soders, nor any other recent fiascos. Someone's been meddling in our affairs, killing our operatives, and making the ICA look like fools. I think you got close to that someone. Closer than we've ever been. That's why we're hiring you to take him down.
I don't think so.
Don't rattle our cages, Miss Burnwood. You really have no idea.
You spy on us, bribe our people, and you have the gall to demand our help. No. You can't be trusted.
Even so, we've been around for a long, long time. I think we could help each other. Some 20 years ago, your agency took in a young man with no past and extraordinary skills. In his own special way, he cares about you, and vice versa. And ever since that time, you've never stopped wondering where he came from and who made him what he is.
There was a doctor. Some depraved experiment. But he's gone now.
Ah. Well, if you believe the questions died with him, we have nothing further to discuss. If not, as I said, I think we could help each other. Partners, then. Cheer up, Miss Burnwood. We are the lesser evil. This terrorist. He wants nothing but chaos.
He's only a terrorist if you win.
Miss Burnwood, we won a long time ago. This is maintenance.
Blattymeow. 'Meow. 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 'Meow